Welcome back. In this morning's Small Business Spotlight, we are on your side, helping you expand your social network. Heather Siblick is the owner of DishCourse, and she's here to tell us all about how her small business is connecting people across Charlotte. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I understand you moved here from Wisconsin,
Yes.
and tell us how you kind of came up with the idea for DishCourse.
Sure. So, you know, when I moved here, I didn't know a single soul, and I found it really, really hard to meet new people, especially as an adult. We kind of lose those opportunities as we get older.
Right.
And I kind of wished there was something in a more intimate format that was more approachable than like these large format, large group meetups. So I thought, why not me?
Absolutely. And so how does this work?
So we remove the barrier to entry. All of our events are based off of a common interest. So you know that when you go to the table, you're going to have at least something in common with these people, right? So that kind of removes some of that fear.
So is there like a theme for these dinners? Okay.
Exactly. You pick a theme that best suits you, and you show up to the table. All you have to do is buy a ticket, and then you're in.
Awesome, awesome. And so who is this for? Just anyone who's just kind of looking to meet new people?
Yeah, anyone new to the area. That's why we have the themes. One of our most popular is like starting over. How many times in your life have you felt like, oh my gosh, new chapter? It happens all the time. So it's really for anyone that kind of fits those common threads.
Okay, and so what do these events look like? Where are they? What can people expect when they arrive?
So we are very, very blessed to have a wonderful network of vendors in the area. So we work with different restaurants, so it helps you try a new place. But you walk into something a little bit like this, but you'll have a little gift bag that has a handmade gift that's made. I make all the gifts myself. They're all candles. But you'll see your name, so you'll know exactly where you're sitting, and you'll have a host. So a professional host will be with your group, your small group of 6, the entire time from start to finish, facilitating the experience.
Okay, so is it always groups of 6?
Pretty much. We have tried different formats, smaller, bigger, but 4 to 8 and really 6 is that sweet spot. So you remember everybody's name.
Yeah, talk to people, talk to everybody. Okay.
Exactly.
And so is this kind of like a subscription service, or how does this work?
So we're working on a subscription model, kind of where it becomes kind of like a club, because we've built such a big community. We've hosted over 500 people now, so at 100 different events.
Wow.
So it's becoming a lot bigger than I ever anticipated. It was just a passion project at first. So, but right now it's just you buy a ticket, you're in. Then once you're in that community, you do get like special discounts. We do host different meetups that are free for our little DishCourse family community. So. Yeah.
Wonderful. And I know you have several events coming up. Yes. I think we have some of them listed right here.
Yes.
So people can go online to buy tickets for these events?
Yep, that's right. It's that easy.
Awesome. And you know, you mentioned that you have, what, 500 people?
Yeah.
Wow. And so are you seeing that people come back after they've gone to one event?
Yeah, and that was something that I always wanted to communicate to people. They ask, is this a one and done? It's like, no, that's not how friendship works, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, it's a numbers game, so we have a 25% return rate, so 1 in 4 people come back to the table to come see us. It's really great.
That is so awesome, and it is true, like you mentioned, you know, you go through high school, college, it's really easy to make friends, but you move to a new city, and it's just not as easy anymore.
Exactly, yep.
Awesome.
That's where we come in.
Absolutely, and you have your homemade touch, so what are these little gift bags? What do they usually entail?
So these are all handmade candles. I make different batches. It's just my little piece of me that I can bring to the table. No matter how big we get, they will always get something that I handmade myself as the owner, so I always like to include that special touch.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We have your information right here, so people can find DishCourse on social media as well as your website. We appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.